That works too. I mean, that's a pretty good show. I think I'll watch that while I'm talking to you, motherfuckers, bitches. I mean, this is the moment that Hank. So let's break down Hank's character on Breaking Bad. Now, Hank is just kind of like a fucking a little bit of a weirdo, you know. Okay, let's get started. So Hank Schrader, he is a DEA agent, and he's in the show Breaking Bad, and the show is primarily focused on Walter White. Walter White is he's the guy that the audience wants to root for because he's the guy that the audience always wants to root for because he's kind of like relatable, you know. He's the chemistry teacher that has cancer, and we feel sorry for him because we want him to succeed. We want to root for him because he's similar to us. He's a guy that got cancer, and we want him to succeed because we see ourselves in Walt. And the fact that he's relatable to the audience makes the audience more willing to have some type of attachment to this character that Vince Gilligan made up. But it's also a testament to Walt's character. In the show, he's a very good actor, and the fact that he's able to do that. I don't suppose you just came by to insult me. Now, looking at Hank's a DEA agent, and he's Walt's fucking he's Walt's fucking brother-in-law, dude. And the fact that Walter was literally under Walter was literally under Hank's nose the entire time, and just the fact that this dude was able to fucking get away with it for such a long time. I believe that Hank kind of knew a little bit, but he distanced himself from those thoughts that Walter was Heisenberg because he's just too much of a pussy. All throughout Walter's life, he was just a guy that everybody could walk on and everybody could just take advantage of, and it was just crazy to think that this guy is the new drug dealer. This guy is capable of homicide. This guy is capable of all this destruction, and the only reason that Hank didn't believe that it was Walter that was Heisenberg. He kind of knew deep down that he had a little bit of a hunch. The first season when all of the stuff is missing, right? And there's no one else that has a key, and there's no sign of breaking. And the only guy that's a chemistry teacher, and he's the only guy that's capable of making meth because he's a chemistry teacher, dude. And the fact that he's a chemistry teacher, and the fact that there's someone making meth, and then you got to connect all those dots, and all those dots lead to the fact that he is the drug dealer. He's the guy making the meth. But Hank doesn't make those dots and those connections because he feels that Walter just isn't capable of doing those things. He's just not capable of all this destruction and insanity because it's so out of character for Walt to be to be this insane drug dealer. Like, who would think in their wildest dreams that Walter White, the guy that was the fucking picture of innocence and happiness and perfect, the chemistry teacher that did nothing wrong in his entire life, suddenly flips a switch in his mind and he just becomes a fucking drug dealer, dude. Like, how crazy would that be? Like, how insane is that? You know,